that is the kind of political tweet that I want to engage with, if I'm honest.
You know, this will be the one we get hate mail for.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Definitely. And people have very strong feelings, I think, about sandwiches, probably more than they care about politics or poverty or whatever else. But yeah, with sandwiches. And yeah, I engaged in that debate because it's about food, so I'm interested. But I feel like the role of the butter is to prevent the bread from getting soggy, like when you put your sauce on it. So unless you were going to like cook your sausage and then rub it over the butter and then add everything, I think that's the role of the butter. And I should say I'm kosher, so I don't have butter and sausage in the same context. But that was my considered opinion, and I gave it more thought than you'd imagine before responding to it. But yeah, that's what I think the butter's for.
See, I'm similar to you, Rachel, but I would say it slightly differently. For me, a sandwich, the bread is the least interesting part of a sandwich. It's just the conduit for everything else. So yeah, butter's lovely, and so are sausages, and so is brown sauce, as they've said there quite rightly. So the bread is just there to provide something to contain the other bits. So you definitely need butter. Butter's way better than bread. If butter was if you could slice butter in a form that was like a slice of bread, you wouldn't have the bread, you'd have the butter.
Greasy hands. But I went to I won't say which, but one of their diet clubs a number of years ago. Our instructor was very much like Matt Lucas's character in Little Britain, you know, talking about dust and whatever, in the way that she suggested we reduce things. And one of the suggestions was, when you make a sandwich, instead of buttering both pieces of bread, just butter one, like then it's like 50% of the calories. That was like how you reduce it, almost like reducing a gateway drug, by just like minimizing it. Just have, you know what, just have a lower alcohol wine instead of having your vodka today.
Did they suggest that you cut it with something else, you know, half butter, half like margarine or something like?
They didn't, but they did say, I remember, they said specifically, what is more fattening, everybody? Is it putting butter on hot toast or butter on cold toast? And the answer was, it's more fattening to put it on hot toast because more soaks in, you'll use more. Like, that was a genuine conversation that we had. So I've been thinking about butter and how it relates to bread in quite a lot of depth since then.